I remember when I was a young kid, I was really inspired by a guy who came and spoke at our school, and he showed a little movie that he'd made, and he talked about his adventure, his journey on a sailboat. And I think then and there, I really decided that this was going to be my dream. That's something that I wanted to do. If you ask me, I don't do anything particularly crazy. It's normal to be maybe swimming with sharks one day and the next day climbing a mountain and the next day doing something else. We all have to have a reason for getting out of bed in the morning. And for me, travel and adventure is that. I'm so enriched by all of these experiences that I've had. And that's what I'm in search of. I've got to learn and grow from each and every one of those experiences, but then ultimately what do I do with that information? And so to pass that forward to the next generation and hopefully inspire them is such a huge part of this journey. That really completes the circle. Document the world around us, the beautiful planet that we live on, and all its different colours and diversity. Imagine going onto some of these islands and it might take weeks, and then you finally arrive on the shores and all of a sudden it's an island that's just formed. Or it's an island with an amazing history. So I've really tried to put as many of the places on the list as I can that are off the beaten path, that are not on the tourist trail, and places that you can only access by boat. We also live in an age where we have access to so much information. If I'm looking at an island and I can't find any information on it, the fact that it's not documented, and that just tells me that even less people have gone there, and that makes me want to go there even more. And I have this quest to just keep going and keep learning and keep traveling and keep experiencing. The truth is, there's no way that I could do this journey without help. I mean, I could strap GoPros to myself and all over the boat, but nah, that's not what I want to do. If we're going to film this and document this journey and create something out of it, then let's make it visually inspiring. We've got Andre, who's on camera, directing the whole show. We've got Steve, who's camera assistant. We have Kristen, who's our field producer. And then we have Curtis, who's a paramedic and a jack of all trades. Purely by the virtue of accessing some of these remote islands, there's not a nice pretty wharf to tie up to. And not only the lack of infrastructure at many of these places that we visit, but also the weather conditions and the sea conditions when you get there. And the fact that I'm bringing a camera crew along and all of the equipment required for that adds another layer of complexity. And so every step of the way, it's been challenging. You know, the boat is our home, it's our office, it's our whole world wrapped up in that steel contraption that we're floating around the ocean on. It's less about the place, and it's more about the people. I love meeting new people. I love seeing what makes them tick, seeing how they live. And of course, in doing so, you get very close. You build up a real, genuine friendship.
Do I look pretty? Beautiful.
And always it's sad to say goodbye. I could make excuses all of my life why I shouldn't do this. So many people allow fear to hold them back. Ultimately, when I'm lying on my deathbed or I'm right at the end of my life, I want to look back and say, well, I had a go. I tried it. I lived. I experienced. I did everything I could with what I had.